F. Man in sand. A man's plane crashes in a desert, but because the sand was somewhat soft, it absorbs the plane crash's kinetic energy. The man crawls out alone from the wreckage of the plane, looks at his body, and checks if everything is okay. He finds only a scratch in the middle of his stomach. Then he takes a map and a compass from the plane's cockpit and starts looking for a way out of the desert. He sees a village to the north on the map, and he feels quite happy, thinking he's found a way out of the desert. He feels physically fit, knows the way out, and thinks that this is the best possible outcome in a plane accident. In his happiness, he notices that the map is missing the scale part, so while he knows he needs to go north, he doesn't know how far it is. He doesn't get too disheartened by this and starts walking north. Walking in the sand was difficult. Every time he took a step forward, his foot would sink into the sand, and sand would get into his shoes. Still, he kept moving forward. After walking for some distance, he got used to walking in the sand. He had walked so far now that when he looked back, he couldn't see the plane's wreckage anywhere. He kept walking and after some distance, he saw not a village, but a tortoise. He was very happy and surprised to see the tortoise. He wondered what the tortoise was doing in the middle of the desert. Could it have ended up here because of some accident too? He thought. The man felt a strong sense of kinship with the tortoise. He felt that the tortoise was also alone in the desert like him and was in a place where it shouldn't be. The man thought he would take the tortoise to the village where it could live in a pond. So he started taking the tortoise north as well. For a while, the tortoise walked with him, but then it kept going in different directions. The man tried hard to make the tortoise walk in the right direction, but it kept going the wrong way. Then suddenly, the tortoise dug into the sand and disappeared. The man dug the sand to find the tortoise, looked here and there, ran around, but couldn't find it. The man thought whatever happened, happened, and kept moving forward. The blazing sun was spewing fire, and the sand seemed to be boiling. The wind was so hot that it felt like it would burn his skin. Now the sand that had entered his shoes was cutting his feet and tearing the skin, and it was so hot that it felt like walking on coals. The man looked ahead and couldn't see anything far and wide. He looked back, and he couldn't see anything there either. He didn't know how much further he had to walk and how far he had already walked. He looked at the compass and said, "Damn, this is broken." He didn't even know if the direction he had walked so far was the right one.